to a somewhat tired fleet. See, that's how tired I am. I'm really not with it. So I will try my best to stay up with chat as best I can. But I will make no promises because I know what I'm like. But without further ado, let us actually move everything around as it should be. Right, so Rule the Waves 3 as Imperial China. We've gotten very, very lucky with this start. So we've got 5 battleships with modern ships building that actually embrace the Hail of Fire with some better ships on the way. We're building a few very nice light cruisers for the period. And we have some decent large first-class light cruisers in service as well. And we have a very nice quartet of 8-inch armoured cruisers. Now, the power we need to really beat down and beat down hard is Japan. We basically have to hit them as early as possible in the game so they stop being a thing. Also, we're engaging in a program of fortress construction in all of the little concessions. Because the plan is to basically make it so that the Western powers cannot take them off us through events by beefing up their level of fortifications. The freedom of the seas is threatened by the imperial ambitions of Japan. Oh, you better believe it is. We'll send a strong squadron to bombard the capital of an African country so until Chinese nationals are released. What? Tensions are not low. We'll go for the win. This is an era where the Germans don't really have any bases in this region they can use to hit us. There's no real bases that the Germans can use. But what we need right now is we need a new set of development goals for the Chinese. So there we go. That is our new level of arrangements for the Chinese military budget. And there we go. There are the coastal batteries, which are jolly nice. Now then, some of these are more important than the others, so they need to be defended. So in the Lantung Peninsula, it will get a 8-inch battery. Shanghai will also get an 8-inch coastal battery. Kaohsiung is not too important, but Hainan is important enough to get an 8-inch coastal battery. The goal here is to prevent these places falling too easily into foreign hands. Italy, no! Italy, no. Stop being mean to the Albanians. Oh, beautiful. Did that just give me a 21-knot cruiser where I ordered it? No, 22 knots? Okay. We absolutely need to order as many of those as we can. Who's their builder? France, of course. So yeah, well, I'll absolutely order another ship of that type. Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm aware it might seem hawkish to our foreign partners, but we need to avoid antagonizing the Western powers while building up for a confrontation with Japan. Nope. We will improve our accounting practices. I need that money. Yes, we will explain the co-op was taken out of context. Because I get more money for saying that. And there we go, with the coastal batteries commissioned. I can actually now afford to lay down 2 of my new Dihuai class battleships, which are very much embracing the Hail of Fire doctrine. Designed to just blanket the enemy in 8-inch 7-inch and 4-inch shells. And we've got enough stored away. We will have another Nanshui class to get 4 of them. And while I would like to build a... No, please stop protesting. It is fine. I mean, Spain's always an option to actually fight. Taking the Philippines off them would be interesting. Yes. Let's get rid of some of the incompetence. Right. Oh, we know sweet bugger all about any of them. Send that gentleman. He has no years and 0 battles. Shuffle him off to Denmark. Yes, I know this is weird, but honestly, against the British, I will absolutely, you know, let's reduce our naval budget to keep the British happy. Because it's the British in the 1890s, and they have enough battleships to fight God. And while we do have the mandate of heaven, China itself and the Chinese military is not divine. So, we cannot be classified as a god to actually be fought. So, we would lose. And I would really rather we didn't lose. Ooh. Oh dear. The French are spying on us. We can't have that. I blame Japan. Oh, actually, hang on. View Almanac. Okay. So, the Spanish have more battleships, but they're all of a type that, apart from 2 of them, I don't think, can't actually transit out to the Far East. So, in theory... Yeah, no, we're good. Actually, no, I'm going to pick a fight with Spain, because Japan... Yeah, because Japan will have a bunch of battleships soon. But alternatively... Yeah, Japan will have a bunch of battleships soon, whereas I actually have an advantage now. Although they do... When are those Japanese armored cruisers going to be finished? And our cruiser fleet is mostly better than theirs. Spain would be an easy mark, but Japan is probably the one you want to fight before they get too strong. There we go. There we go. And another one. And I also want to get another one of those cruisers, because that brings us up to 7 cruisers, with 5 of them being able to do 22 knots and armed with 6-inch guns. Yep, everyone is embracing the Hail of Fire doctrine. $5,000. Okay, actually, I'll tell you what. We only... So, if we, in local yards, do we actually have 6-inch guns? We do. We do. Okay. So, we can actually build this ship in local yards. It's possible. Yeah, we don't need that much deck armor. There we go. That works. There we go. That works. Chaoyang class cruiser. Oh. Actually, if we go to 5-inch guns, we can actually increase the thickness of the belt again. Which actually gives us full 2-inch belt. No, we can't have that, but that's actually, but we can actually extend. Yeah, that's a pretty decent ship. They are only 5-inch guns, but they're 5-inch guns that we can build at home in our own gun pits. Which is kind of the whole point. And again, I'm going to throw the money at building new dockyards, funneling money into our naval construction industry. No. Actually, I'll have to say these things will happen in a large organization. No, I can't afford to pick a fight with the French right now. Even if I want to, I can't afford to pick a fight with the French. Luckily, tensions are rising with the Japanese. Right, so let's actually organize our fleet. So, add ships to division. Oh, yeah, probably. Again, new division. Hang on. Yes. So, first battle division. So, we're going to add all of the 15 knotters to first battle division. Its role is to be fleet flag. Then we will have a second battle division, which will be the core under first battle division, and that will have the new 17 knot battleships we're bringing in. Then we want first light cruiser division. Its job, it will have the 220 knot ships in it, and its job is to be screen for first battle division. I'm gonna leave the rest of the ships to be fanned out and assigned as the game deems fit. Yeah, those 10-inch gunboats are useful for defending parts of China, so we'll keep some of them. Get the Philippines from Spain. Spain is an easy mark, Timu, but we basically have to fight Japan now. We have a limited window of advantage, and we need to push that as rapidly as we can. Basically, if we can win a fight against the Japanese... Dowager Empress, why you do this? To be fair, she didn't cut that much from the naval budget. And how are we doing? Oh. In 12 months, we'll have our ships, and they are German yards, I think? Or are they Italian? I forget. I think they're German or Italian. They're German, yeah, so we're definitely going to get those ships. And we're definitely going to get our new crew. Well, our new cruisers are built in our own... Well, sorry, no, the Nanshis aren't, because I need them to get 22 knots. But their follow-on ships will be built in our own yards. But I think we're about to go to war warning with Japan. But honestly, I need the prestige, and I won't say no to a reduction in tension. But we are at a war warning with Japan. We'll send a note suggesting they reduce their stance. They probably should reduce their stance. Well, never mind. They chose not to, and I guess now it's war. It is war. And to be fair, these coastal defenses I've built are going to come in very handy. 3 ships on trade protection duties? Well, lucky for you, I have 3 ships to do that job. Yeah. Oh, they wish to attack our commerce, do they? Well, oh, it's our, well, it's our 8-inch light cruisers, and to be fair, they're... Oh, we're attacking their commerce. And to be fair, the 8-inch cruisers, while I would have preferred the 22-knot ships to do this job, I won't say no to, what are we dealing with? If they're not armored crew... Okay, they are... So we've got 2 Naniwa class. They're like us, but they don't have as heavy a secondary battery, and they don't have as well dispersed a armor scheme. There's also a 3rd ship. Okay, it's all 3 Naniwa class cruisers. So basically the plan is go to 20 knots, blitz past them, stay out of gun range, and basically do a drive-by of the convoy. Because if they're just going to sit there and not engage me, then I am quite literally free to do a drive-by of the convoy. And there is nothing they can do to stop me. Especially with the way gunnery is in this period, this sort of aggressive tactics could work really quite well. And especially as dusk falls, I can break into the clots of... Ah, there we go. We've broken past them. That's it. Yep, there we go. We've broken past them. Now's the time for us to inflict the losses we need to inflict. There we go. Break clear. Oh, there we go. Unidentified ship. There we go. That's a merchant. Okay, that is killed. And I think our objective was 6. Yep, there we go. We have achieved our objective. And, yep, there's no point sticking around to risk 2 of our very valuable cruisers. But, yep, that is a win. That is absolutely a win. And despite an advantage of 3-2, they just couldn't stop our ships doing the job they were built to do. In any way. That went well. And if the Japanese try a fleet action, that's really not going to go well because they still don't have their new battleships. And when they get them, all that'll do is bring them up to parity in battleship numbers. And while our ships might be older, they do have nice big 12-inch guns that do a number on... There we go. Okay, so... And see, that Japan is actually blockaded. They've got the Fujis. Yeah, so as I suspected, the Fujis are fast, hail of fire ships. And while that's not a bad thing, it really isn't. The problem is Japan's armored cruisers are really not good. They're 20 and 19 knot ships, but they really do not want to get caught by our ships, which are thicker armored and more heavily armed. So it's only in light cruisers that Japan has some outs, like the Naniwas are pretty okay. The Takachito is a brick. And some ships like Kasagi are pretty good. But again, a lot of these other ships they have, they're not good. Good ships. And actually with light forces, eh? Oh, they declined. Oh, we're going to raid their coastline. Oh, yeah, we get to do this now because we're back in the era before aircraft and radar. God, every time we come back down here, I forget what it's like to not have radar and aircraft be everywhere. The problem at this point is trying to find some merchant traffic. We will find some merchant traffic. We just got to make sure that we sweep. So sweep. And sweep. And sweep. Problem is the rain has just massively reduced sighting range. Again, the rain is just making this really... Okay, we found something. Yep, apparently whatever it was, it scuttled itself. Okay. Ah, we only got the one ship. That is annoying. Yeah, so yeah, there literally was another ship we were just about to sight, but we were just a little too late. Still, it's not really a major victory for them. Not in any significant sense. We've got 2 more battleships building, but my next plan is to basically build a tranche of very cheap armed merchant cruisers and use them to throttle Japan. Just basically infinite build a single armed merchant cruiser into the fleet and release them to raid. Really? They really think this is going to go well for them? They can't be serious, surely. Also, I have reinforced Shanghai with coastal guns as well. So, even if the landing succeeds, good luck? I guess? And we have the majority of our battle line, along with our newest battleship as well. So, I'm fairly confident we can stop the invasion. Especially since we know exactly where they're going, so... They have to come to us. And in this sort of action, if I can close down the range, those 12-inch guns, despite their age, pack a wallop. Like, they really, really do. I need to stay near the beaches, though. Because I know where they're going. I need to stay near the beaches so I can actively defend them. Trying to find the Japanese out at sea is just going to lead to them being able to land. You know, behind me. So, no. We need to stay near the beaches. I'm actually going to drop to 10 knots to allow the stokers to actually breathe a little bit. I'm not sure the Japanese may have decided not to risk it. Given that I do have fresh... Nope, they have decided to risk it for a silver biscuit. That's the merchants. That's the merchants. That's the merchant convoy. Our battleships have just pounced on the merchants. There's going to be no landing. Even if we lose the battle, they're just... The troop convoy's dead. The troop convoy is just dead. So, it really doesn't matter at this point. They've basically lost. The merchant convoy is dead. And without that convoy of merchant ships, there is no landing. So, that really didn't go well for them. At all. So yeah, that was embarrassing for the Japanese. Very embarrassing. Yeah, that was embarrassing. Oh, they only had 2 battleships in escort. Where were they? Where were they? Oh, they were running away. So that was a horrific defeat. That really, really was not... That's really not what you want. Oh, they're building more of those diminutives the Japanese are fond of building, but it's not going to help them much. A cruiser action. Excellent. And it's 2 of our Nanshan and Yangwei class cruisers. Right. Okay. It was a paddling. Yep, that was a paddling. Cruiser action. Okie dokie. So, what can we find? What do we know? Where are they? Come out and play. Oh. Nope. If there's no contact, there's no contact. That's just the way it goes. Yeah, there we go. That's fine. And I am going to actually just very quickly, now that I've got 4 ships, independent, we're going to put the 22 knot ships into that force as an independent task group. And as the commander, Captain Tow. Meow, he's below average, but he's got a decent number of years in the SERP. How many times are we going to have to do this, Japan? You tried this already, and... oh, they're committing. They are absolutely committing. This is a full commit. It's the full strength of our fleet against the full strength of theirs. So again, same thing. We will withdraw so that we are defending the actual beaches. Because that is what matters. And without radar or basic air reconnaissance, we don't actually know where the enemy is. Fuck are you going, Quang Yi? Well, never mind. Quang Yi's found them. Well, by accident, Quang Yi has found them. Now she needs to run away. Use those 22 knots of speed she has while the Chinese battle line comes up. But we do at least know now where they are. And Quang Yi is keeping an eye on them. That actually gives us a huge advantage, because she's telling me by wireless where they are, I can actually cross the T of that formation. And it does seem to be separating the battleships from the Merchies. So there may be an option here to actually kill the Merchies by themselves without engaging the battleships. Remember, the goal here isn't actually to destroy the IGN battle line, although I won't say no to that as a possibility. The goal here... like, I am not engaging in a stern chase. That's not what I'm here to do. And also, the poor Chunyen class's engines just can't take it, with them being capable of a maximum of 15 knots on a good day with a following wind. No, I'm here to basically, if the Japanese are willing to stand and fight, we will stand and fight. If they are not, we will not. We have, okay, we actually have equivalents in battleships. Right, let's dance, pretty boy. You're more maneuverable than we are, but if I can get my 12-inch guns into ship-smashing range, you're absolutely shafted. Oh my god, that Fuso class is so tiny. I mean, if you run, I'm just gonna kill your merchants. Like, if you run, I am just gonna kill your merchants. That is what's gonna happen here. And if you have no merchants, you cannot invade. Like I say, what's it to be, Japan? A battle or an engagement? What are we having? Okay, I've saved my stokers. Right, give me 15 knots. Oh, poor Fuso. She's really not in a good way. She is not an equivalent to the other battleships of the Imperial Japanese Navy. And she knows it. Come on. There will be no landings on mainland China. The Mandate of Heaven will be secured. Who is next? Like I said, my goal here is to try and... Well, first of all, sinking all the merchants. That's what we're doing first of all. We're sinking all the merchants. But the next thing we're doing is we are... Like, I'm going to try and see if I can separate Fuso from her other... From the other battleships of the Imperial Japanese Navy. And we're going to see if we can't actually nail the most new Japanese battleship. Given its, well, honestly, pathetic specifications. It's a coast defense ship. Like, if we can nail Fuso, then we have a reasonable chance of continuing to attrit incoming Japanese Fuso-class battleships. Because they're building an entire tranche of these things. Or follow-ons to them. There you go. Come on. There you go. That's it. Oh, that's not where she wants to be. That's not where she wants to be. Oh, poor Fuso. Oh, no, 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 you poor sod. Oh, that's not where you want to be. That's not where you want to be with the guns of, like, all of the Japanese battle. Oh, okay, the Japanese are running. The Japanese are running. They're leaving Fuso to her fate. She's dead. Fuso is as good as dead as long as we can keep her under the guns of the Chinese battle line. Ruin on! Get tapped, nerd. How dare you tap me? Come on. Oh, I think she's slowing up. I think she's slowing up. Yep, looks like she is slowing up. There we go. Come on. Admit you've died. Come on. Don't you dare get away from me, you son of a bitch. She is going to get away from me. Yep, so our engines have given out. We can now no longer maintain anything more than 12 knots. So at that point, yeah, she is going to get away. And then we turn in. And once again, we cut Fuso off from the rest of her battle line. Which is basically always been the plan. Cut Fuso off from the rest of the battle line. Engage her. And put her down. Damn. Oh, the Fujis are working over the battle line while they're engaging Fuso. Fair enough. Drop down to 8 knots as night falls. We will let the Japanese break away. We'll play defensive until night falls. Then we can break away. Yeah, there we go. So just break away to the east at 8 knots. How you doing, Shen Yuan? You doing okay? Yeah, she seems to be doing okay. Yeah, she seems to be doing okay. We managed to salvage most of the convoy, and we managed to very badly damage at least one Japanese battleship, although we probably didn't sink it. And we did it for no loss, so hey, I'm happy. We succeeded. Another invasion averted. Victory. Why are you muted? What? Those bastards. Hey. Paid for that ship, but they seized it. Those bastards. Some Spinal Tap on the tape player. Oh, a coastal raid. Very nice. With our battleships, I'm not so sure. Feels like a bad idea. Action with light forces. I can add one ship. Ooh, jolly good. Let me add one of our other light cruisers. It's not as effective a combatant. Well, it's not as fast as the other ships that are with it, but it will at least enable them to deliver more 6-inch shell fire than they would otherwise be able to. Oh, yes. You're dead. You're dead. You're dead. You are alone against 3 Chinese cruisers. You're dead. You're dead. You're dead. You're dead. You are dead. You are dead. Do not resist. You are dead. Please accept the inevitable and please die. You will die now. Please die. Come here. It is Nelsonian, but that's kind of the point, because this is the era where we're using ironclad warships like Nelsonian bloody frigates. Because that's the period we're in. Come on. Please die. Please die. Come on. Please die. Come on. It's 3-on-1. Please die. Come on. I think she's slowing. Oh, you cheeky fucker. You fucking bastard. Of course. Of course. Of course. Of course. You know, that's just... Yeah, and of course, that's just the way it works. I'm gonna get that bastard. Cheeky fucker. Nailed one of my fucking cruisers with a torpedo. Of course, when I do it, I don't get lucky. When they do it, they get lucky. Typical. So what we've got instead is a trade, not a bloody victory. Even though it is technically a victory, it's still a trade. Which is annoying. Okay, the Hinsen class... Oh, wait, that's the 6,000-ton ship they're building? How are they getting away with that? Oh, it has no... They're building a ship for Hail of Fire era that can't do Hail of Fire. Okay, Japan, that's a way. That's a way you can do things. It's definitely a decision, I grant you. But I wouldn't say it's the one I would have gone with. I mean, and the 2 targets here they can go for. So basically what we need to do is patrol on a line between these 2 points. So there we go. Patrol on a line between these 2 points. And make sure that they don't hit us. Because they can go for either of those 2. And we won't know which until we get reports from our ships or coastal installations. But, hey, it is what it is. And we didn't lose one of the modern 22 knock cruisers. The thing is, we would have had a replacement for that if the French hadn't seized it. But, never mind, it is what it is. We can build our own cruisers in our own yards now. We have the... Well, we're not going to build any of them yet, because we're going to focus on building armed merchant cruisers to throttle Japanese trade and end the war. That is what we're currently prioritizing building. Oh, unknown ship sighted. Oh, there it is. They're going for that one. Give me 20 knots. Turn around. Oh, Kong Yi, run away, girl. Hey, guys, pick on someone your own size. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. That's what I fucking thought. You can't pick on someone your own size. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. You can't pick on someone your own size. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. This is revenge for what just happened. That's what I thought. Get wackoed. This is not an ideal situation for them to be in at all. Oh, another ship badly damaged. Hi. I don't know what you are, but you're not friendly. And, oh, it's another Iwate class. These are the very tough light cruisers of the Imperial Japanese Navy. Well, they were. Please die. Okay, she stopped. There's Kasagi down there. Come here. Come here. Yes. Rescue survivors. It's what we do. Nice. There we go. Oh, and wait, is she? Are you really? Are you really? Come here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. That's it. Come on. Come into the arms of the Imperial Chinese Navy's cruiser force. Come on. You know you want to. Come on. Don't run away. Come on. That's it. You know you want to. Come on. There you go. I don't know if we're going to overhaul her. Much as I would like to say we are absolutely going to overhaul her, I don't think we are. Either way, they didn't achieve their objective and they lost 2 cruisers not achieving it. So, yeah, this is what you do to Japan. You hit them over the head with a sledgehammer, and you basically have to keep hitting them every now and then. So that they, you know, stop. Ah, we did it. We did okay. And we win. Yep, 2 light cruisers sunk. And they achieved nothing. And fleet morale has improved. And we have new docks. And we have 18 knot battleships in the fleet. Lovely. And another one's coming from Germany in a second. So we will soon have 8 battleships. Japan is continuing to pump out the stupid amount of these Iki-class battleships. But I'm going to be honest. I don't really think it's going to work for them. And also, I am just going to keep building these armed merchant cruisers. Like, and eventually, I will just flood the seas with them. And at that point, what's Imperial Japan going to do? See, we might be blockaded, but my raiders are going to raid all over the seas. Oh, you've only just now noticed the armored cruisers. Hi, how are you? See, a blockade's only enforceable because the battleships are one thing, but if you don't have the cruisers to back them up, you know, a blockade becomes unenforceable. And that's kind of the situation you're in right now, Japan. You have the battleship numbers. You just don't have the cruisers to back it up. Like, at all. There you go. And they're dead. Excellent. That's another light cruiser wiped off the map. Jolly good. They're not coming back, are they? Surely. They are. Okay. That's very brave of them. Your pair of light cruisers fighting a pair of armored cruisers plus 4 light cruisers. And you decided to come back after watching one of your compatriots literally get removed from existence. How did you think this was gonna go? Like, no, seriously, how did you think this was gonna go? I'm breaking off the action. I mean, I don't see a point to it. They have a slight speed advantage, and we did sink one ship anyway, so... Again, continuing to deliver the blows here. We have 2 other ships to assign to 2nd Battle Division, which brings that up to 3 ships, and then we could also build another pair of armed merchant cruisers. Enemy Japan. A convoy attack. Excellent. Ah, with 2 of our armored cruisers. Jolly good. Right, let's go and hit this convoy then, shall we? Oh, I think that's either the enemy convoy ships or the enemy cruisers, and that is the enemy cruisers, and oh, they have a larger force this time. Okay. They have decided to try and use the convoy as an ambush to try and trap and kill our armored cruisers, but unfortunately, our armored cruisers are faster than them. Oh, shite. That's really not good. That merchant captain. Come on, Hey Yang, gain speed again, old girl. Come on, gain speed. Oh, that's annoying. Cheeky buggers. Dodge and weave. I have a mission here to achieve, and you people are making it difficult. Okay, break north. No, come on! Stop handing the AI fucking easy... Oh, never mind. Yakumo is also in the same fucking position. Oh, they've got an... Oh, shit. That's a fucking new type of cruiser. Okay. Okay, both of these ships can still make 20 knots. Right, okay. Let's break away. Though that ASO class changes the game a little bit, but we do know where the enemy convoy was. So hopefully, if we're careful, we can actually jump the Merchies without getting tagged into the armed cruisers. That's one. There's another straggling Merchie. That's... Oh, there come the enemy armored cruisers. But if we're careful, and I think we can be careful here, don't run to normal, we just got to make sure that we maneuver... Okay, that's done it. They have failed to maneuver properly. Yeah, they're trying to close down the range. We just have to maintain our speed advantage. Come on. Just got to break through past them. Come on. Don't let them close too much. Come on. There we go. That's it. Break north. And we've done it. We've done it just about. And to be fair, ASO is paying for trying to be the closest ship to us. and trying to use her much superior size and firepower over her previous generation of IJN cruisers. There we go. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and turn around. And I think we've got it. Right, okay, complete stern chase. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Hey, Yang, just absolute... What an absolute trooper. Like, absolute trooper. There we go. That threw them off. Nice, we achieved our objective. And now we can hopefully hide in a rain squall. We double back, that'll cause them to double back, and then we can then break away. There we go, keep pushing. It is somewhat telling that I can jump them with less cruisers and win. And they can't ambush me with more cruisers and win. This is telling. So yeah, that went really, really well. That was supposed to be a trap to kill 2 of my heavy cruisers, but in exchange I completely flipped it on its head. And utterly humiliated their newest cruiser. You know, I'm not surprised strikes and anti-war demonstrations take place in Japan. I am genuinely not surprised. In any way. A cruiser action. Excellent. What have we got? Our 2 armoured cruisers. And it says I can add more, so I will. I'll bring a 3rd. Why not? I'll bring a 3rd armoured cruiser. Why not? What are we dealing with here? Looks to be... Ah! Right then. This is a straight up fight between 3 armoured cruisers. Oh, never mind. We've already claimed a kill, basically. The Sama is at our mercy. And there's nothing her compatriots can really do to save her. Unless they also want to die. And yeah, it does seem Yakumo does want to die, but... Ah, there's another one. Drive-by shooting! There we go. I don't think Asama ever is going to clear her rudder. Oh. Oh, she did have it be jammed the other way. Okay, she's burning. Burning again. 8-inch HE shells are setting her ablaze, and she's slowing, she's stopped, she's dead. Yeah, if she was spinning and she stopped, she's dead. Now it's time for the other 2. Hi, guys! So yeah, we're still combat capable, mostly, and we wondered if you'd like to also die. Please die. It is good for your health. Well, it's good for the health of the Chinese Empire anyway. There we go. Come on. Admit defeat. You have lost, as Sergeant Jordan says. Come on. That's it. There you go. Come on. Come on. Oh, poor old Fu Hising is a little bit out of the way, but never mind. Yakumo is basically dead at this point. There's not much she can do to not die. Yep, she's dead. Right, okay, let's break away. Drop us down to cruising speed, and then cruising speed -3. Yep, we suffered heavy damage, but we sank 2 armored cruisers, and the Japanese are really gonna be feeling that. Nope, the Navy can win this war. The army hasn't done jack or shit. And our armed merchant cruisers are continuing to harass Japanese trade. And they will continue to do so. And the Japanese Navy has declined the battle. A battleship engagement. Will they actually fight this? You know what? No. I don't have to fight this. Not all of my forces are working up. I can choose to not fight that. Hey, we're out here on the east coast of Japan. Fucking A. Timu is laughing hysterically. Understandably so. Right. Okay, what are we looking at? It's a armored cruiser. You poor unfortunate. You have been left here to die. You must have really pissed someone in Japanese high command off. I don't know who you annoyed, but good lord, you annoyed somebody. Like, you really pissed off somebody. I don't know who you pissed off, but you really, really, really did. Like, I don't know who you pissed off, but you pissed off somebody, and now, unfortunately, you're gonna pay for that. It's through no fault of your own, but yeah, unfortunately, you're gonna die now. Yeah, that really didn't go well for them. Ah, excellent. Fantastic. So there we go. So we have 3 more armed merchant cruisers. There we go. So then build me another 2, please. Oh, I can add another ship? Sure. Oh, are the other ones down for repairs? Yeah, they are. Fair enough. That's fine. Prevent mine laying on our coast. That's fine. We can do that. Gotta first get close to the coast and then patrol a line along here. They cannot spooks us. And turn around and come back. And we're throwing yet more armed merchant cruisers out to raid. And we have more building. This massive battle fleet the Japanese have built doesn't help them much if their cruiser arm sucks massive dong. Where are the shell splashes? It won't tell me. Could somebody report where these ships are, please? Could which of the land targets that is being engaged please report? Actually, which one's damaged? No hits. No hits. Nope. I don't know which one of them is. Is it you? No. Where are they then? But no reports from any of the land installations or from ships at sea saying they've seen the enemy. None. Don't know where they could be. They've got to be somewhere. Just where? I wish I knew. Where are they? Okay, they're firing at land. Finally! A report. Turn about, give me full speed. Gotta get there quick. Finally, a report. And they're still there. Oh. Oh, okay. Ah, it's Asso, along with a bunch of Japanese light cruisers. I thought it might be a roll of the dice to try and use the most powerful Japanese cruiser to try and do what the weaker ones could not. The problem is, the ship she's sailing with is just not able to match up against its opposite number. So my two ships can actually quite handily match up against her. Basically solo, as long as the light cruisers don't put their oar in. Oh my god, she's dying. She's actually dying faster than the older cruisers did. That's embarrassing. Oh my god, that is embarrassing. Oh my lord, that is actually so embarrassing. This new cruiser type on which Japan has pinned their hopes can't even beat the bread and butter armoured cruiser of the Chinese Navy. Although there'll probably be a lot of cruiser captains that will have to commit Sudoku because of what's happened here, because the light cruisers also didn't really help. Back here, Asso, I'm gonna gut you like a sheep with 8-inch shellfire. There we go. I mean, killing another Japanese light cruiser is no bad thing. I mean, I have stripped the seas of some of their more modern ships. Ooh, that Yakumo does not look in a good way. Okay, she stopped. Right, turn and go and engage. Because that, to me, looks like that Yakumo is in a bad, bad way. And Asso can run, but the Yakumo can't. So we'll nobble that Yakumo, and Asso can be the thing we deal with later. What we're doing, basically, is we're setting the stage for any future fleet engagement. The screen is going to be massively in my favor. And we're actually denying them the ability to use their cruisers to try and deter our commerce raiders. Like, folks, we are no longer blockaded. Please stop protesting about hardship that doesn't exist. There is no hardship. There is no war. Well, there is a war, but there is no hardship. Go. There we go. Ah, battleship engagement. Jolly good. I will take that fight. Especially because if I can sink some of their battleships, I can utterly enforce the blockade I've just now inflicted upon the Japanese. By sinking a lot of their cruisers. Is that... No, they wouldn't be that stupid, surely. Oh, they are. They absolutely are that stupid. That is a lone Fuji. And all she can basically do is run. That's... I don't know whether to feel pity or remorse. Timu's just like, oh, looking around the corner emoji. Oh my god, that poor Fuji class has had to go out on patrol because the cruiser force is so denuded they can't actually they can't actually spare the cruisers, and the Fujis are fast enough to do it, but the only reason he lives is because of how fast he is. Yeah, we can't catch up. Even my newer battleships couldn't catch him. They're still not the fastest of them is this. The fastest of them is still a knot slower than the Fuji. Ooh, what is that? It's a corvette. Hi there. You are now my consolation prize. Come here. Get him, Nanshen. Go on, get him. That's actually an armored cruiser. And she's running for the hills, unsurprisingly. Given what is literally bearing down on them. I am not surprised. I'm sorry, patrol boat, but, yeah, you're about to... Yeah. Sorry. Sorry, you are my consolation prize. Sorry, not sorry. Chinese can casually just sail up to the coast of Japan and be like, I'm sorry, whose divine destiny is it to dominate the, Pacific and Asia? Oh, yeah, that's right. It's us, and it's always been us. How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, Japan? Bang. And we did it. Excellent. Huge success. Massive W. Massively. Also, this is a really good way to start a campaign. Like, it really is. First war being a nice, easy, just smackdown. Which it absolutely needed to be. There we go. And because they didn't come out and fight, they didn't break the blockade. When they probably should have done. And more armed merchant cruisers are building. A single light cruiser doing a coastal raid? Probably not a good idea. Ah, fleet battle. Is this an attempt by the Japanese? Yeah. Oh, it's all of our modern battleships only. Nice. That gives me a lot more flexibility. And these ships are literally built for Hail of Fire. They are built for the era in which they serve. Where it's all about putting as many warheads on as many foreheads as physically possible. Hi. Hello there. You're clearly an enemy battleship. You're clearly 3 enemy battleships. And... oh, I think I have just crossed your T. How are you doing there? Hi there. Yeah, that's the entire broadsides of... basically 3 Imperial Chinese battleships. That's not where you wanted to be, was it? That's really not where you wanted to be, was it? No, it wasn't. Although, judging by the amount of ships I saw there, I'm not sure I really want to be here either. I am going to preserve my engine strength for when I need it. Now, my ships do have the advantage of being more heavily protected, but they are somewhat slower. And while Feng Jia is not so heavily gunned, I mean, the Fujis... Okay, Feng Jia is more heavily gunned than the Fujis are. That's true. Sorry. Ming Chuan doesn't have the 4-inch guns. She only has the 3-inch guns. But they are... These ships are very heavily gunned compared to the Fujis. So if it comes down to a close-in knife fight, which it usually does in situations like this, we kind of win. And also I'm also basically forcing the Fujis to steam at absolutely flat-out speed. So that if I do choose to cut and run, I've got the engine power and the fresh stokers to do it. They are 5-3 and they still can't stand and fight. I am not getting into a flank speed chase with you. I'm not doing it. I am just flat out not doing it. Like I say, I don't need to risk my fleet. Like, you are under blockade. I have already won. Oh. Yeah, I basically have already won, so I do not need to do anything. I've already won. Stop pretending like I haven't. Okay, are they coming back? He's coming back around. Are you literally going to give me an opportunity to cross your T? Yes, you are. That literally gave you, because of the ranges we're fighting at, that whole little maneuver gave you literally nothing. Oh. Just be safe out there. Thunderstorms are no joke. See, their stokers will now be tired and exhausted. But, wait for it, and... turn and burn! Because their stokers are tired and exhausted. Mine are not. I can use that maneuver to break contact. Because at that point, well, what was I gaining? Despite the fact that my ships had done well, it was still 5-on-3, and they can, in theory, afford to take the losses. I technically can't, since the numbers of my ships are basically what's enforcing the blockade. So, yeah. Yep, we will absolutely spend more on building more dockyards. Ah, good. A coastal raid with our cruisers. Jolly, jolly D. Let's go! Give me... Yeah, give me 16 knots. Not maximum speed, but faster than... And have the frontal cruisers fan out so we can see if we can find any merchies. Because the goal here is to try and find the merchies. Ah, is that the... Oh my god, those are the... That's the enemy battleships. No, hang on. No, it's not. It's a mis... That's Asso and an Iki. So that's Asso and one of the other Japanese light cruisers. Right then. Well, I know what the 2 ships I'm planning to kill are. What the fuck? Really? They laid a fucking minefield? I mean, oh my god, did they just lure us through a minefield? I think they just did, yeah. Oh my god, I think both of those ships are basically foobarred. Unless we get unless they took both of those on the chin like an absolute champ. Yes, they did in fact take both of those on the chin like an absolute champ. But unfortunately, it does mean that Asso is free to be a little dickhead. Which is somewhat annoying. Okay, we may as well slow it down. The problem is Asso is going to work us over unless we really try and do something. Dance and dive, dance and dive, dance and dive until we jive. That was very unlucky. And indeed it was. The only thing that's saving us now is the bad nature of gunnery in this period. They can't capitalize on the success even though they want to. Yeah, okay, yeah, so the crew were absolutely fucking behaving like absolute fucking champs. Just absolute fucking champ. I'm going to stay with Wuhusing until the mission ends so that I can guarantee she lives. So by staying with her, it basically helps protect her. Never mind. The change in the weather stuff. So, literally, the game changed the weather just to sink one of my ships and then changed it back after she sank. That does feel a little bit shitty, but they only managed to sink 1 out of the 4 armored cruisers I have after an entire war's worth of action and, you know, the minefield was a little randomly placed, but it did do its job. And Qiang is going to make it home. Though this is technically a victory for the Japanese. Well, and apparently now we lose a single armored cruiser and now we're suddenly blockaded. Are you fucking shitting me? And they're building these fucking battleships. Okay. Alright. We basically need to flood the seas with merchant raiders. And crush the Japanese economy underfoot. With as many merchant raiders as possible. They are building their own merchant cruisers to match ours, but we've got a head start. And we can get this back by inflicting some more damage on their cruiser forces. In particular, that bastard Asso needs to die. She's holding up the entire cruiser force. Without her, that cruiser force is basically nothing. Basically nothing. Oh, maybe a chance here. I bet you that's Asso. I bet you that's Asso. Come here. Whatever it is. Yeah, it's got to be Asso. Asso is the only thing that's fast enough to lead us on a stern chase. None of their other cruisers have the speed. They're all too slow. We'd overhaul them. There's a chance to kill that bloody one-hit wonder. Oh, no, it's not. It's... Oh. Well, that's disappointing. That is somewhat disappointing, actually. Still, a chance to kill another Japanese armoured cruiser is not to be sniffed at. it should restore the blockade on Japan. In theory. What? Are you fucking joking me? Okay, is the game literally trying to fuck me? I think the game is literally trying to fuck me. Yeah, fuck that. That is stupid. The game is literally trying to fuck me at this point. It made me lose an armored cruiser literally because it changed the weather for 1 second to make sure it sank. And then it literally had one of my ship's magazine detonate when that literally has never happened before. On the armored cruisers, through shell hits at closer range like that. Yeah, that's aggressively silly. That is aggressively silly, and I am not happy with it at all. Yeah, and we just sink as many of their older armored cruisers as possible. And we need new ships of our own. Well, that actually works, funnily enough. I'm just going to repeat what works, yeah. The Foucault with our new 9-inch guns that we have. Ah, good, a fleet battle. Is it all of our battleships? Do we actually... Okay, yes. We actually have a chance to denude the power of the IJN's battle line before their new capital ships enter service. We have a chance here. And I absolutely intend to take it. We have to aggressively fight this battle through to the finish. We have to sink at least 2 to 3 Japanese battleships. There is no alternative. We have to do it. It's got to be done. It can't not be done. Ah, there's Fuso. She's the thing that's going to get done in. Come on. You have to die. Problem is their ability to dictate the engagement is very annoying. I need to sink some of these ships. But I can't do it if they won't stand still and be shot at. I mean, the funny thing is, we could actually sort of bait and switch them. Like, fall back and try and get them to chase us. They're just not going to fight. The Japanese are cowards. They are. Yeah, they're actual cowards. They just will not fight. Are you going to fight? Fight me, you cowards. This must have been how Jellicoe felt with the Germans. I just can't close the gap down on those bloody Japanese ships. I can't do it. The other thing I can hope to do is to grab the Fuso and the Ikki classes when their engines are exhausted, their stokers are worn out, and then I surge to 15 knots, and then like this. Oh my god, our maximum speed is only 11 knots. That's just so sad. That's so sad. Come on. Let me kill you. Yeah, I need to move the French yards to be Fleet Flag. Battle Division 2. Because they could have chased down, pinned, and killed the Fusos and the Ikkis in this engagement. Come on. I just can't pin them down. You know what? If the Japanese want to run, so be it. They don't. They don't want to run. They want to stay and fight. Are you cowards actually gonna fucking come into gun range so I can kill you? Please do. Wait for it. Lord. No, they won't. They will not come into gun range. Right. Let's fucking fight, okay? Let's actually have a fight here. Let's not fucking fanny about. Let's actually have a battleship fight. Come here, you son of a bitch. Cowards. So annoying. Well, we are now sinking a lot of enemy merchants. So despite the fact that we are technically under blockade, we seem to be doing a lot more to them than they are to us. The rain squall served in our favor. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. Just putting hordes of these ships to sea is just doing wonders. Like, we are sinking so... How did they sink? It's not... They didn't technically sink it. Okay, there we go. So we've got the... No, only the Navy can win this war. Still, we are sinking a lot more merchant tonnage. And our rate of commissioning of new armed merchant raiders is actually surpassing the ability of the Japanese to actually sink them. Yeah, it's not surprising that they keep... Oh, there we go. So we now have commissioned 2. So they sank 2. That means we now start laying down our new armoured cruisers. Ah, good. A fleet battle. Please tell me the bloody Japanese stand and fight. And don't do this whole pussyfooting around bit. Where they run, and then they don't, and then they run, and then they don't. Well, luckily, this is a confused night action. So, in theory, hopefully, we'll be able to force them to have a close action. And something will die. I hope. No such bloody luck. Although 2 of the Fujis do look a little bit slowed, we may be able to close in to kill them. Oh. One of those Fujis just suffered an engine casualty. I saw that. Nope. Oh, no, I meant to detach her. No, no, no. No, 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 no! Fuck. Same shit, different fucking day. That's all this fucking is now. Same shit, different fucking day. Never mind. No, it isn't. That's a Fuji with a jammed... Oh, no. Fuck. It isn't a Fuji with a jammed fucking rudder. Much as I wish it was. And here we go again. They're just going to run away, and then they're going to turn around, and then they're going to run away, and then they're going to turn around. And I am literally going to be left screaming at the inability of the Japanese fleet to actually stand and fight. Okay, that's a line of Fujis that are coming closer. And I won't say no to a chance to actually inflict more damage at all. These big 12-inch guns do hit like a freight train if they hit. It does look like Iki and Fuso are in a bad way. Why does she have more than 50% flotation damage? Oh, Iki put a 10-inch round into her. Never mind, that's alright. We can do the same thing in return. Please die. Will somebody please die? I don't care who, just somebody suffer a proper casualty. Assume box circle formation. We shall fire guns in all directions. And eventually somebody's bound to die. Of course, typical. Typical. Fucking typical. You know, despite the fact that my fleets are better, and I maneuver better, and I play the game properly, and the AI is just fucking stupid, they're the ones to claim a battleship kill. Because of course they are, because that makes sense, because, you know, a war that I am so clearly, utterly winning. These stupid fucking naval engagements. I actually cannot. Of course our fucking ship has that much flotation damage. Why am I not surprised? Also, again, we have torpedoes. Why is nobody using them? Come on. So, they can land... Yeah, the game is really flipping the fights in their favor. Like, there were a number of 12-inch shell hits that I got that did literally fuck all to them. And yet that 10-inch shell hit basically cripples one of my ships. Because of course it fucking does. Because that makes sense. Because of course it does. Because that's just the way the game has decided to fuck me. To be fair, at least it was one of the older battleships that did get sunk, not one of the newer ones. Yeah, those Fuji class though, they can just dictate the engagement. That's the problem. Like, that is the problem. Okay, can we nail the Fuso or the Iki, please? Either one of those as a prize would be nice. Nice bit of revenge, maybe. A little bit. That is somewhat annoying. That's dusk. And there's darkness. Yeah, that... no, he's been doing okay. Okay, so we got 3 new raiders. That is good. And now we need to use the extra space to lay down another new armoured cruiser, because we absolutely need it, and we need to consider possibly attempting to lay down a new class of battleship. So the 18 knot speed is basically a requirement. That's not really up for debate. Carrying 9-inch guns, built in a local yard. Carrying 6-inch casemated guns. I think we have Harvey steel, so carrying 6.5 inches of belt armor with a 1.5-inch extended deck and upper belt. Carrying 7 inches of turret armor with a 1-inch turret top. And 3 inches of armor on the secondary guns. Try and get 12 5-inch guns on the ship. And hopefully we can somehow squeeze that into 6,000 tons. He says, hopefully, not too hopeful. I'm going to have to drop the extended deck entirely. But we can just about do it. Basically, this is an emergency response to the Japan's shit battleships. In essence. Okay, the Japanese Navy declined the battle. Can we defend our convoys with 2 of our newer battleships and 1 of our older ones? Yes, we can. Do we have any of our new battleships available? We do. Good. Okay, so we'll add that. It's not perfect, but it'll do. And it's a chance for us to get some cheap VP back, because we don't have to worry too much about moving away, because... Okay, there's an opportunity here. Yes, they have 2 Fuji-class battleships, but they also have the Iki class, which is a slower ship. And if they can be convinced to run, which I think we can do, especially if we could separate the Iki off from the Fujis, which I think I can just about do. Nope, they're trying to run. They're trying to run as a single unit. We can't have that. Like, if the Iki can be sunk by our 2 newer battleships, which I think which I think, given the fact it doesn't do hail of fire, whereas our new battleships do. It doesn't have the armor to... You've got to be shitting me! Are you having a fucking laugh? Are you being serious? Oh, you... Okay, that ship needs to die. That ship actively needs to die. Like, there is no... No, you don't get to run. You've sunk 2 Chinese battleships. You get to die. Come on. Please die. Come on. Hail of fire him to death. Finally! Some fucking justice in the world. Still, Ming Chen took those 10-inch turret hits like an absolute champ. How is... Oh, come on, Dihua's crew, come on! Yes! Yes! Haha! They heavily damaged one of our battleships, but we sank yours. Yes! Brilliant. That is glorious. That is beautiful. We now have a serious amount of armed merchant cruisers. But we need to seek a peaceful settlement because, yeah, the French are about to join the war. And, yeah, that's really annoying. The French are just casually sliding into war with China. And if they join, we basically lose everything. Which I do find really annoying. Because, yeah, there's nothing I can really do to fight the French if they join. I'm not taking that fleet action. That would be playing into the Japanese's hands. So no, not doing it. Again, not taking a fleet action. They have more battleships available for service than I do. I will take a cruiser action, though, because we can kill light cruisers, and our cruisers are very good at killing Japanese light cruisers. There we go, give me 20 knots. Because, like, I can just kill these ships. Like, I can just kill these ships, and I'm going to do that, because I need to... Basically, because I need to. Okay, now I can't close that window. No, I don't want that, thank you. Come on. Hey! Torpedo impact. That's one sinking. Come on, let's get the other one. We won't be able to torpedo him, but we can just shell him to death with 6-inch shells. Come on. Lots of 6-inch shell hits. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yes. 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 Yes! Total victory. Beautiful. Absolutely glorious. And we're sinking 24 Japanese. Ah, shit. That's just pants. Great. So now we basically have to seek a negotiated settlement. Or hope one of the other great powers joins on our side. But that's something for next week. I'll deal with this problem next week, but hopefully we can actually succeed in bringing the Japanese to the table fairly soon, given the amount of merchant traffic we are actually sinking. Take care, everybody, and I'll catch you all next week. Bye-bye.